What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. These are also general, so if they don't resonate, that's perfectly fine. Please don't force it to fit. Check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement on my channel. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. I also have a promo code linked down there for you guys for 10% off all my services now through February 15th, 2021. For Valentine's Day, it is Lovers 10. So go ahead and check that out down below if you want to utilize that for yourself. And also Patreon, I have another promotion going on. So if you want a free 15-minute reading, all brand new tier 2 and 3 patrons get a free 15-minute reading if they sign up now between February 15th as well. So go ahead, check those 2 goodies out. If you want any of them goodies, they are for you. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And let's get into it. So Cancer, I actually tried recording your video before this, and I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or what's going on, but I lost my voice. So let's try this again, and hopefully I won't lose my voice. Knock wood, right? But let's get into it. You guys were feeling very like anxious, like a shy energy, so I don't know if that's what caused my throat chakra to kind of like constrict and shy away. But as soon as I said you guys felt shy, I literally lost my voice, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So let's get into it. I really want to do something different for you. I do. You have a very different energy than all the other zodiac signs I've done today. Majority of the signs I've done have been very outgoing, fiery, and you feel very like secluded and into your own self right now. Let's do... Yeah, let's... Okay, they're really... Okay, Tarot in Wonderland. Okay, because I heard it like 4 times in my head. Sure, why not? Tarot in Wonderland. I don't know why I'm not fond of this deck lately. I'm just not, but I've been really called to use it a lot. Tarot in Wonderland. So we have heart space, heart and throat space going on. That's what's going on here. Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? Cancer, you're going through a really big purge right now, though. Yeah, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about your dreams. It's also about, oh my gosh. It's a lot of realizations. 7 of Cups, it's like overflowing thoughts. It's a lot of dream space experiences. Okay, so if you're having a lot of dreams, you're getting a lot of downloads in your dreams. Dream space experiences, if you struggle remembering your dreams, you're probably having a shift in consciousness right now. Or if you're having a lot of dreams that are very vivid, I want you to do a lot of grounding exercises right now. Physical activity is really good. Spending a lot of time in nature is really good. Eating a lot of green foods, eating heavier foods like bready foods like pasta and stuff. I know not like the healthiest foods to be eating, but that's why physical exercise should be really peaked at this time for you as well. A lot of things to keep you in the physical would be really helpful, because it feels like a massive like awakening energy that's about to initiate. It feels like a heart chakra opening. And when that happens, it's the dirty water theory, right? If you've been with me for a while, you know this. You got a water bottle, right? Nice big water bottle full of dirty water. You're not going to pour clean water inside of dirty water and then drink it and expect it to taste like freaking Kool-Aid, right? It's not going to taste nice. It's going to taste like crap. You need to pour out the dirty water. Your heart space has dirty water boiling up. So it's all the trauma, it's all the pain, it's all the hurt, it's everything that's coming to the surface. So if you're having a lot of vivid, really crazy dreams right now, it's your higher consciousness saying, hey, there's some crap we got to deal with, because I need you to shed that energy. I need it to clear out. It feels like a very clouded dream space. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a cyclic energy. Cyclic cycles, 10s, closing things out, lack of stability. 6 of Swords, moving away from conflict, comes after the 5 of Swords. So there you are, moving away from the things that no longer serve you. Page of Wands, it's the wounded inner child. Not in the sense of like psychology, wounded inner child. When I say wounded child, in regards to tarot and spirituality. It's the parts of you that it's your shadow, right? The parts of you may not want to accept, may not want to see, may not even be aware of. They don't have to be bad things. It could be things like you're overgiving, or you give to your detriment and overgiving are the same thing, right? Giving to your detriment or overindulging in certain things. It's your bad habits, limiting beliefs, things of that nature. They don't all have to be toxic, bad things. They could be really good things, like you fall in love really, really easily, and you haven't learned to be a little bit more cautious with that for your own safety and protection, right? Discernment. Lessons in discernment for some of you. But this is your higher self giving you downloads in the dream space about the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Because Ten of Pentacles energy is legacy. It's also foundations. It's long-term commitments and contracts. So it could be a lack of stability in the family environment. It could be a lack of stability in work, yourself, your own sense of security in self, a confidence. Ten of Pentacles is things that last the test of time. So any foundations in your life that aren't sturdy, aren't stable right now, whether it be all areas of your life or just certain sectors of it, the universe is saying, hey, I'm trying to give you hints about the things that you need to let go of because they're not stable. They're not serving you to your highest good. I need you to move on from that because they're all rooted in this wounded part of you that I want you to release so you can evolve. That's some big stuff. That's 4 cards. Okay. And my chest is like, it's actually like really hard to breathe right now though. Like it's very heavy energy, and actually like it's like it feels more so like the bone of the sternum, like your heart pushing against it. But be mindful that we tend to hold on to things out of familiarity, right? So if you currently are sitting in a toxic environment, it's not that I'm holding on to this toxic environment because I want to. I'm holding on to it because I've adapted to it and I'm so accustomed to it that I know how to thrive in it. And if I came into your life and offered you a very stable environment, half of you might be like, oh, I don't want that because it's scary because I'm going to have to adjust to a change. Not the fact that it's going to be stable and safe and comfortable and abundant and amazing and the polar opposite, all the positive. It's just that it's going to be different and it's going to trigger change. And there's going to trigger change in you. And it's going to be uncomfortable. At one point, this was uncomfortable, right? But you adapted and you got used to it. And that's what most people fear, is having to adapt to a new environment. That's what's going on here. Spirit's like, hey, I'm going to need you to adapt now to a higher frequency, to something that's going to serve you to your higher good, highest good, right? But in order to do that, I need you to address the part of you that is fearful of moving forward. And ask yourself why. Majority, it's just that attachment, right? Attachment to the toxicity. Yep, and there it is. The illusion and the self-deception. The moon, the illusion, the things that are hidden, the 7 of swords, self-deceptive energy, the sabotaging. It's the sneaky energy. The part of you that is looking back at all the things that you think you really want to hold on to, but you know in all reality you don't. I don't really want it. I'm only holding on to it because I'm comfortable here, because I've adapted to this toxic environment. It's like, I don't know, I'm a biology major, and immediately I thought of like pH levels, like toxic pH levels. Why, I don't know. It's so bad. I'm such a nerd. So stupid. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with the collective. Never mind. We're not going to talk about pH levels. I was just thinking about like bacteria like thriving in like toxic environments, and anyway, never mind. So bad. But this is literally self-sabotaging yourself. It's sticking to a toxic habitat, to a toxic environment. Like, let's say you have a vice, whether it be fighting with your family a lot, or drinking, or drugs, or just friends that trigger you to, I don't know, break the law, or just be reckless and do silly things that you know you shouldn't be doing, when the universe is like, hey, here's a stable job, and here's a new home, and here's new vices that are healthy, like going to the gym on a regular basis or changing your diet. And here's a new relationship and a new group of friends that are going to push you in the right direction. And you're looking at it like, oh, damn, I could have that? I could do that? Oh, but that's like so different. I don't want it. Why? Well, it's different. Okay, so, well, that means I have to like adapt and like it's going to be uncomfortable. Okay, so what's your point? I don't want to do that. Why? Well, because it's different. That's really the only excuse, because it's different and it's uncomfortable. You need to recognize that, because it's all illusion. The moon, Pisces energy, 7 of Swords, self-deceptive. That is literally the only reason coming up. That is it. That is it. Bottom of the deck, I'm not shocked. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. Followed by what? More illusion, High Priestess. Followed by what? 8 of Swords, fear. Between the 10 and the 8 is a 2 of Swords energy. That's stagnancy, being stuck. They need to make decisions. They need to see from a higher consciousness perspective, High Priestess, right? Because what you want is a High Priestess in reverse. You want to see beyond the veil. You want to see from your higher consciousness. You want to see from Source, God, Allah, Universe, whatever label you'd like to use. That what you truly need to do is make this shift, make this change, because it will serve you to remove yourself from these old dynamics, from these foundations that no longer serve you, right? Because what's that going to bring? Justice, balance, stability, longevity. Very nice. I like it. I think you are going to do it. It's just Spirit's basically going to be like pulling you. Like, hey, let's go. Let's do it. Just over here a little bit further. It's like yanking the horse to water, not leading it. Not forcing it to drink, kind of like pouring the bucket down its throat. Anyway. Woo! No wonder you were so shy in your energy. Okay. Cancer. What a doozy. Cosmic Tarot. Ooh. You know Cosmic Tarot is my 10 of Swords deck, right? I'm just telling you. It is my 10 of Swords. Be mindful, and if you're new to tarot, not new to tarot, or just new to watching tarot on YouTube, I almost said Instagram, sorry about that. Please check out How to Interpret Tarot as a viewer, because if this is not you, it could also be people in your environment, people that you're interacting with. Okay, so this could be your friend, this could be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, right? Your partner. It could be people around you. So let's check this out. The dream space, though, I feel like a lot's going on in the dream space, or when you're pulling yourself from body. For those of you who are like active meditators or yogis, things of that nature, just make sure you're truly grounding yourself, because there's this belief, I just say, or attachment, connotation, more like attachment, that when we meditate, we cross our legs, we go and then we open up and we do our work and then we go on with our day. You need to come back to body. You need to fully bring yourself back to body. You need to close your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar sacral root. Fully ground yourself. Because if you do a meditation, you're lifting yourself from the physical, right? And you're traveling. You're doing that spiritual work. You need to bring your energy fully back and ground it into the earth again before you go about your day. You need to do that, or you're not fully going to be back, and you're probably going to have headaches and neck pain and shoulder pain because your energetic gateway is going to be open all day. And then you're going to be like, why am I not sleeping? Why am I not remembering all my dreams? Well, because energetically you're depleted. And it's going to happen over a few days at a time. Hierophant on the 7 of Cups. Talk about dream space experience. That's literally religion, spirituality. So yeah, massive downloads. Massive downloads. Taurus energy. Oh, I love it. It's seeing, literally, it's like, look at it, with the beam of light coming from the eye, it's seeing into higher consciousness. It's seeing into other dimensions. It's seeing into a different realm other than the physical. Beautiful. And what do we got here? The world. Other realms. Seeing into other realms. Downloads, right? Saturn, Capricorn energy. It's massive downloads. It is massive downloads. It's This world card is literally like outer space too, right? It's a galaxy in the background. I love that. It's downloads. It's downloads from your higher self, from the universe, trying to give you information. So for those of you where you only get bits and pieces of your dreams, even if it's like you're dreaming and, hey, I see a butterfly, or hey, I see a rose, a lily, a cat, a Siamese cat, specific. I don't know why I just said Siamese, so it might be validation for you, because I typically only see like tabbies and black cats, but Siamese just came out, so that's probably validation for somebody. Write those specifics down. They're going to mean something to you over time, okay? Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles, the foundations you need to let go of. I feel like a double energy with this. It feels like vices. It really does. And vices doesn't have to be like physical vices. Like this could be habits. Habits of behaviors, right? The Fool in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. There's the Devil. I told you. I told you I felt the devil. I told you. Sorry. I know that hurt your ears. Sorry. Told you I felt the devil. And there it is. The devil's not a bad thing. The devil's just indicative of attachment. I actually really love the devil card in tarot. Very rarely do I feel like, ooh, it's the devil and the negative connotation that's attached to the devil. Devil's just a binding energy. It's just your vices. It's your shadow. It's addiction. It's the things we don't want to see or accept. And what do we have over here? The fear of change, the fear of the new beginning, right? The Fool, Uranus, Aquarius energy, Nine of Swords, the anxieties, the stress, followed by the Seven of Cups. I clearly see that I have a massive anxiety about new cycles, new beginnings, taking risks, to jump into something that is unfamiliar. The Fool, right? Because the Fool is jumping off a cliff into the unknown. Well, I don't want to take that very stable new friendship and relationship and job and new housing environment that the universe is offering me because it looks so stable and beautiful, and I'm so used to this toxicity. I'm so used to being guarded and sitting in this toxic environment that's emotionally unstable, and I've adapted to this and I know how to thrive and survive in this, so I'm just going to stay here because I've been here so long that I think I'm safe here because I know how to be here. You get what I'm getting at? That's not healthy. That's not healthy. It's time to see that though. Devil, Capricorn energy, Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy, and the Seven of Wands, which is Leo energy, right? So let's look at the Six of Swords, where the universe is about to kick your ass, right? Time to move forward, because the Six of Swords comes after the Five. It's progression. It's away from conflict. The universe quite literally saying, hey, I want you to move in a new direction. I want you to move to calmer waters, which is the Six of Swords. Calmer waters, literally in a boat. Calmer waters. You would get these two cards horizontal. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, you stubborn energy. My nose is running. Sorry. I know, it's so hot, right? Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is more Sagittarius energy. A lot of Sag energy going on. I did a reading on Patreon for Sagittarius that really reminds me of this reading, actually. They were going through a Kundalini activation where I said that you're actually going through a heart chakra activation, so the energies are very similar. Wheel of Fortune is about progression, movement. It feels like it almost feels like, why are they not Thor, Iron Man. They literally just showed me Iron Man. So silly. The things like my guides will show me in my head sometimes. I'm like, why are you showing me this stuff? I'm like, so stupid. Like, first it was algae and bacteria, and now we got Thor popping up in my head. I'm like, I don't know these things. Well, the bacteria I did, but like superhero stuff. So again, if that's validation for you, it's validation for you. It's so funny because now every time I look at this Wheel of Fortune, that's all I'm thinking about. So the Wheel of Fortune is about change. It is about activation as well, though. And like I said, it's a heart chakra opening, the heart space opening up, allowing yourself to let healthy, safe, loving energy in, because it's almost as if this toxic energy became so familiar, that's where you felt safe. And that any healthy or loving energy that comes in, it's perceived as, well, is this really safe? Is this really healthy? Or is it deceptive? It's almost second guessing it. Like, are you genuine, right? Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. It's like this second guessing energy, like holding it really close, like keep your enemies, what's the phrase? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Something to that sense, right? Because the Four of Pentacles is what you're protecting. And the Knight of Wands is a very like mind game manipulative energy. It's very skeptical. It's a very skeptical energy. It's like you're skeptical of this change, of the wheel spinning as the universe is pushing you forward. It's kind of like, I know it's meant for me, but I am skeptical that it's actually going to work in my favor. So let's look at the Page of Wands, because this is the wounded child. Damn, you guys are getting a long reading today. My nose, I don't know why it's so chilly. My nose does run when I channel. I will say that. And I yawn. I see. Ooh. I see. I had a feeling. I was scared to look. You got the damn tower on the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Cancer. How the universe is fucking you up. You have the Two of Cups and Knight of Pentacles in a good way. It's a good thing. It's like you're gonna go through this no matter how much you try to avoid it. Like, it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's a good thing. The universe. But you're calling it in, like you're your own creator. It's not really the universe like doing it to you. It's just that you've manifested a massive change for yourself, and now that you've manifested it and it's here, it's kind of like, oh gosh, it's time to do this. Yes, it is time. It is divine time. So divine time, and you're all like, oh well, I don't know if I really want to do this. The Four of Cups, a rejection energy. No, we're gonna do it. Buckle up, Buttercup. We're going on a ride. Okay, Two of Cups, it's soul alignment. Two of Cups is about balancing your masculine, your feminine, aligning with your true self. And the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of independence. It's an energy of being stable and confident, right? Because you're healing the inner child. You're realizing how imbalanced and how disconnected, how dormant this part of you might have been. And it's time to go through the massive transformation. I love it. That's a beautiful energy. So let's see what you weren't willing to accept, though. The illusion you had, because you're releasing the self-deceptive energy though with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You're really trying to release it, but it's very hard for you to see what it is though. So let's look at the Seven of Swords separately actually, because I want to see what the deceptive energy is that you're releasing, and I want to see why you're not seeing it with the Moon. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Three of Cups, soul tribes, and the Moon, yeah, soul tribes. Dynamics with other people, habits. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. I told you it's my damn Ten of Swords deck. There it is. Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords on the deceptive energy. People, certain connections you've had, understanding that either you or the other people or both, very imbalanced. But it's having that accountability. It's accountability. It's accountability. I can't stop saying that. It's accountability. Understanding that the toxic dynamics or the habits, the guarded energy, the lack of authenticity with self or with these people has created a very imbalanced soul tribe, right? It's led to a Ten of Wands and a Ten of Swords. A lot of burden, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, Ten of Wands, Sagittarius, Three of Cups, Cancer, and the Moon, Pisces. So let's look at the Moon now. Let's look at the Moon, why this is so hidden. This feels, but see, the thing that's so self-sabotaging is there's something you're not wanting to accept, which is probably why I keep hearing accountability. So it's not like they need to be accountable. Some people need to say, well, I need to be accountable, because it's a two-way street. It's a soul tribe. It's both people. So if you're watching this and immediately you're like, yeah, they need to be accountable, make sure you're also thinking to yourself, do I need to be accountable too, right? I'm not saying that to be a trigger. I'm just saying make sure you're looking at both people, both parties, right? Because remember, general reading, it's a general reading. It's not a personal reading. I'm not trying to attack anybody. This is for like thousands of people that are watching this. So please don't go on a tangent in the comments. Okay? It's just for everybody. Okay? I just want to remind you it's a general reading. But I am hearing accountability. So I just want to make sure that you're thinking about both people involved and not just the other person or not just yourself. Make sure that all parties are thinking about how they are playing a role in this dynamic. Okay. Let's look at the moon. Two of Wands. The opportunity, ooh, King of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Yes, there it is. Oh, and there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse underneath it with the Six of Pentacles. I like this. I do like this. So on the moon, what we weren't seeing was the opportunity to have the strength, to have the courage as the King of Wands to hold ourselves accountable. It was self. It was self. The King of Wands energy was self. It was self-care. It was self-love with the Ace of Cups there. It was looking at self. It wasn't the other person. It was self. With the Ace of Cups, that is self-care. That's turning inward. It's not offering love to another. It's looking at self. If it was offering love, it would have been knight. It would have been a knight. It would have been a page. It would have been a messenger of some sort. It's an ace. It is to self. It is self-care. With the Six of Pentacles, that's what creates this balance. That's what creates stability. It was the opportunity to stand with courage. It was the opportunity to have confidence in oneself, to look beyond the illusions and say, okay, it's time for me to be accountable for the imbalance in this dynamic and to stop pointing, because I realized that was deceptive. Whether this was you or the other person that you were dealing with, right? Somebody in this dynamic is holding themselves accountable for the role that they played. And that's going to create this balance, this stability. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's look at the Ten of Swords. Hot damn, you got a long reading. Ten of Swords, Ace of frickin' Wands, and the Sun. Bottom of the deck, Tower. And as soon as this person, because that was your overall, that was your ending overall. This was just me digging underneath, so I'm actually going to end it on that because this is long. The Ten of Swords, as your ending overall energy, you have a 10, a cyclic energy, a closeout, followed by an Ace, a brand new beginning, followed by the damn Sun. As soon as this person takes accountability for the fact that, okay, I can't always point and say they, I understand that I played a role in this dynamic. I understand that I had to address my shadow, my toxicity, the environment I was in, the habits that I had, XYZ, whatever it was for you. And they do that healing, they do that self-care, they do that work on self, they find that balance, they find that stability. Ace of Wands and the Sun, the happiest freaking card in all of tarot, bringing in abundance, enlightenment, prosperity, love, health, wealth, success, control of their life, power, everything that they want. It brings them into a divine feminine, divine masculine, enlightenment energy. And an Ace of Wands, the soul space, alignment, right? After closing out the most painful of all tens, a Ten of Swords. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy. Very powerful major arcana. All about transformation, allowing old foundations that no longer serve you to fall away. Old foundations that no longer serve you to fall away. So you can have what? A new beginning. Because it's of your highest good. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. That's an amazing ending. Took a big old push from the universe to get there and a lot of accountability of self, but that is shadow work. That is healing. That is what is of your highest good, right? And you did it because you're capable of doing that, right? That is what you are capable of. That's all you. Nobody else did that. That's all you. So snaps for you. But this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below. If you are having tightness in your heart space, throat space, or pain at the back of your neck, I would highly recommend getting a Reiki session because you probably have either attachments, blockages, or you are either way too open because you're not fully grounding yourself, or you are blocked up, okay? If you're doing a lot of meditations and you're having trouble with your dream space, please ground yourself. Do a lot of grounding, Cancer, a lot of grounding. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.